Hello and welcome back to Media Beat. I'm Chris Ahrens, editorial director here at Mediabistro.com, and we're talking with Chris Licht, who almost died, but now he's here with us talking about how he almost died. Chris is the VP of News Programming at CBS News, and he's written this book called What I Learned When I Almost Died because of an incident that happened in April 2010 and how you recovered from it, which was not determined. They couldn't find the aneurysm, correct?
Right, they never found the source of the bleed, which is not altogether uncommon.
So you must think about it. I'm sure you don't think about it too often, but if they were not able to find the aneurysm, how often do you think about, okay, what's going to happen?
Statistically, you're at no more risk of having a second one than a first one. It's a completely random event. And I have at least the added benefit of they've gone over every millimeter of my brain.
So let's talk a little bit about your TV career. You're 11 years old, and like most 11-year-olds, you have a television studio in your basement.
Total nerd.
You're a TV news junkie.
Yeah.
You had a phone relationship with Sue Simmons, the anchor at WNBC.
Who my wife later went on to be her producer.
You are at the ultimate of your career when you're sitting in the control room of MSNBC, thinking of that 11-year-old who had this just desire to work in the business.
Yeah, so I always wanted to be in TV news, probably since about 4th grade, where my desk in the classroom was in front of a map of the world, and I used to pretend that I was anchoring the NBC Nightly News.
And like many people in television, you end up marrying people who also work in television.
They're the only people that really understand you.
That's your wife, Jenny Licht, that I'm talking about, who worked in local TV. You guys worked on the West Coast together. She came out here to MSNBC. You're going to leave your job in California and move out here without a job to be with her.
Yep.
It kind of goes against character for you, no?
Yeah, although I did stay with NBC, and I don't think I never seriously entertained leaving NBC, although I was pretty ready to take any job at NBC. And that's how Scarborough Country, I ended up at Scarborough Country. I hadn't watched the show, but that's sort of like, give me something that's good. And this was actually an interesting opportunity with Joe, and that changed my life.
So you picked up the BlackBerry and haven't put it down since?
Pretty much.
Yeah. But how did this event change the way you sort of have lived your life and devoted a little bit more time to your family and less to the job?
I think before the incident, I was hanging on to things that were consuming me for work. So even if I was with the family, I wasn't really with them. I'm on the BlackBerry, I'm doing that, And afterwards, I was able to declutter my brain. Streamline it is the best way to put it. And so it wasn't like I made a conscious decision, I'm going to spend more time with my family. What happened is I suddenly discovered things that I was missing when I was with the family. So has the raw amount of time that I spend with them changed? Probably not. But the quality of time has absolutely changed.
Yeah. So what can young TV producers, anybody who is a aspirant of working in television news, what can they take away from your story?
I hope perspective, because if you want to be just totally Machiavellian about it, I think I'm a better producer. Forget all the great things about spending time with your family and everything, which is great for someone my age, but if you're a young, gung-ho producer who maybe isn't married yet, etc., if you put things in perspective and you streamline your brain and you have more clear decisions and you're not always worried about covering your ass and making decisions based on, oh, I'm going to do this so that just in case this happens, this won't come back and bite me, it'll make you a better producer. I mean, Mika unequivocally said to me, you're much more useful to us now than you were, because they know that I'm going with my gut.
Well, I think it is a good story for anybody who has any kind of stressful job, and keeping things in perspective, as you say. Keep it in perspective and declutter the brain, and life will be that much better. On that note,
that's a good note.
We'll end it. This is Chris Licht. I'm Chris Ahrens. Chris is the Vice President of News Programming at CBS News. His job starts this week, so best of luck with the new gig, and thanks for watching.